Top 10 foods that cause inflammation to your body. Inflammation can be good or bad depending on the state of your body. It occurs naturally in your body as the first line of defense against pathogens, infections, and injuries to heal wounds. However, if the body is in an inflammatory state for too long, it can cause damage to your heart, brain, and other organs. But what triggers the inflammation? Well, there are some foods which are part of our daily diet and are the main culprits behind inflammation. In today's video, we will share with you the top 10 most common inflammatory foods that maybe you are eating daily and causing harm to your body. Number 1. Refined carbohydrates. Carbohydrates have gotten a bad rep over the years, but not all kinds are problematic. Excessive refined carbohydrates are the ones to look out for, according to a study published in 2016. It is because most refined carbohydrates have their fiber removed. Your body needs fiber since it promotes fullness, regulates blood sugar levels, and feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut. In a study conducted in 2012, research suggested that refined carbs in the modern diet may encourage the growth of inflammatory gut bacteria, which has been shown to increase your risk of obesity and inflammatory bowel disease. Refined carbohydrates are commonly present in everyday food items such as candy, pastries, pasta, white bread, cookies, certain cereals, sugary soft drinks, cakes, and anything processed with added sugar or refined flour. Number 2. Processed gluten. Gluten is a protein commonly present in grains and can cause inflammatory reactions on organs, tissues, and intestines in people with conditions like celiac disease or gluten sensitivity. For this reason, many individuals prefer to purchase gluten-free foods. Common culprits are foods consisting of wheat, rye, and barley. It is better to opt for homemade bread or a loaf of sourdough bread from a bakery. Or, if you are gluten intolerant, consult with your physician or nutritionist to make a suitable diet plan for your condition. Number 3. Processed meat. Processed meat is the kind of meat that has been fermented, cured, salted, or smoked for flavor or preservation purposes. Consuming processed meat has been linked to health problems such as the increased risk of diabetes, heart disease, stomach, and colon cancer. It has a higher content of advanced glycation end products, AGEP, than other meat types. When meat is cooked at a high temperature, AGEs are formed, which induces inflammation and causes cancer. Processed and red meat are high in saturated fat, which also contributes to inflammation. Therefore, processed meat like sausage, bacon, ham, smoked meat, and beef jerky should be avoided as much as possible. Number 4. Certain dairy. Dairy is composed of a high-level protein called casein, which triggers inflammation and pain in the joints. Even though some dairy types contain gut-friendly probiotics, certain kinds of dairy promote inflammation instead. For example, processed dairy, so it should be consumed with caution. It includes sugar-loaded yogurts, whole milk, and processed cheeses. On the other hand, you should go for fermented dairy products like Greek yogurt and milk kefir. You can even stick to low-fat dairy choices to help control weight and reduce inflammation. Full-fat dairy products are thought to cause inflammation because they contain saturated fats, and the effects are even more reinforced in those who are lactose intolerant. Nonetheless, more research is required on individual dairy products in regards to inflammation. Number 5. Alcohol. A drink of quality alcohol, like red wine, is good for optimal health. Yet, overindulgence leads to health problems because byproducts of alcohol spike the levels of inflammation in the body. A study by Oxford in 2010 concluded that the levels of the inflammatory marker CRP increased in people who consumed alcohol. The demographics were directly proportional. The more alcohol they drank, the more their CRP levels increased. Individuals who consume higher amounts of alcohol may develop problems with bacterial toxins moving out of the colon and into the body. This condition is commonly known as leaky gut, which can drive widespread inflammation that leads to organ damage. According to CDC, alcohol intake should be limited to 2 standard drinks per day for men and 1 for women. We've made it halfway through our list, and we sincerely hope you've enjoyed it so far. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and ring the notification bell if you want to see more content like this. Let's move forward with the video. Number 6. Vegetable and seed oil. According to reports over the last century, vegetable oils usage in the United States has increased significantly. Vegetable oils contain unsaturated fats. When heated, they tend to oxidize. In this form, they are dangerous to body tissues and can quickly trigger inflammation. It is a known risk factor for making blood vessel plaque unstable enough to cause a heart attack. Although research is scarce, some scientists believe that vegetable oils, such as soybean oil, promote inflammation due to their very high omega-6 fatty acid content. This kind of fatty acid is necessary, but the typical Western diet provides far more than people need. It is recommended to improve your omega-6 to the omega-3 ratio by eating more omega-3 rich foods such as fatty fish. It will help the body reap the anti-inflammatory benefits of omega-3s. Number 7. Artificial trans fats. These fats are the unhealthiest kind one can eat. They are created by adding hydrogen to unsaturated fats in liquid form. The end product resembles solid fat. In the supermarket, when you check ingredient labels, trans fats are often listed as partially hydrogenated oils. Naturally occurring trans fats are good for the body, but artificial trans fats have been shown to increase inflammation and decrease the risk of health issues. Their excess in the diet is linked with high levels of C-reactive protein, CRP, an inflammatory marker in the body. Some common examples of foods high in trans fats are most fried fast food, including French fries, certain microwavable popcorns, margarine, shortenings, packaged cakes, cookies, and pastries. And all processed foods with partially hydrogenated vegetable oil on the label. Number 8. Sugar. Processed simple sugars and high fructose corn syrup are the two kinds of sugars mainly added in the Western diet. One of the top reasons sugars are harmful to health is that they increase inflammation, leading to a higher risk of diseases and health problems. In an animal study, the anti-inflammatory effects of omega-3 fatty acids were impaired in mice fed a high-sugar diet. Fruits and vegetables also contain natural fructose in small amounts and generally do not cause any issue. Consuming larger quantities from added sugar is more likely to result in health problems like obesity, insulin resistance, diabetes, fatty liver disease, cancer, and chronic kidney disease. You should limit your intake of sweets like candy, chocolate, soft drinks, cakes, cookies, donuts, and sweet pastries. Number 9. MSG, monosodium glutamate. It is a recurring ingredient in foods like deli meat, fast food, canned vegetables, and pre-prepared Asian food. It is a common reason for food-related inflammation. It can lead to chronic inflammation affecting joints and blood vessels. Even though it has been classified as generally recognized as safe by the FDA, it is better to avoid it. When checking food labels at your next grocery trip, look out for no MSG added. Drinking plenty of water may help flush the MSG out of your system and shorten the duration of your symptoms, if any. Number 10. Artificial additives and preservatives. Chemical compounds are added to turn foods into different colors artificially. These are also linked with many health problems, including systemic body inflammation. Artificial preservatives contain emulsifiers that alter gut bacteria and could increase the risk of inflammatory bowel diseases and metabolic disorders. The common preservative compounds to be wary of are sulfites, benzoates, nitrates, parabens, formaldehyde, and sorbates. They cause inflammation via irritant and allergic mechanisms. Apart from food, inflammation can be triggered by pollution, injury, or sickness. However, you have better control over dietary factors and healthy lifestyle habits. To keep inflammation at bay, minimize your consumption of foods that trigger it and eat anti-inflammatory foods that include fresh fruits, vegetables, olive oil, and herbal drinks. And do not forget to improve your lifestyle by adding regular exercise and meditation to your day to reduce inflammation and live a happy and healthy life, because you deserve it. Do you find this video informative or helpful? Let us know in the comments section below. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on my future videos. Don't forget to like and share. Stay healthy!